What's up, everybody? This is a message to so-called black people in America, whom I love and adore, and who I happen to be. And I want to talk a minute about trauma and how it affects our community. Unseen trauma, emotional trauma, psychological trauma, all that type of stuff. What we're going through now is trauma. Trauma we have from slavery, from Jim Crow, from a lot of stuff, we went through up until this day. Police brutality, everything. And a lot of it is, stuff that we kept alive. Our ancestors went through a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of scars we'll never know about, but it got passed down to us. And I see a lot of that in our communities today. And personally, I see it in people. I'll give you an example. Whoopings. Whoopings are taught behavior from slave masters that were passed on to us. I don't believe in whooping kids. I believe in kids having a free range of curiosity to see and touch and feel and adapt to this world. And a lot of parents take issue with their kids being curious with their kids, want to, get into things. And the first thing a parent might say, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Well, why would you whoop a child that's physically smaller than you, who can't really defend itself verbally or physically? So you take it upon yourself to whoop the child and you say you need it. Well, maybe we can use the other form of discipline besides whooping our kids, inflicting pain, inflicting emotional pain on them as well as scars. It saddens me when I be in the store and I see a young mother raising hell with her kids, fussing and going back and forth with the child. Instead of talking to them on their level and saying what you're doing is wrong and I don't appreciate it or whatever, they might whoop the kid there, embarrassing them. But do you really know what you just did? You just inflicted a scar on your child. Shame. Broke his curiosity and put him in a state of uncertainty. If I do this, I'm gonna get hit. If I do this, I'm gonna get whooped. Fight or flight. It's so sad to see mothers beat their kids and fathers wouldn't. I understand when child get out of line, you have an instinct to handle the situation, and I get it. But we have to be aware of what we're doing and how we're inflicting that pain, because it do leave scars. And people say, well, I got whooped and it turned out just fine. Well, yeah, but you probably a people pleaser. You probably, one of them people that, don't do well with confrontation. The only way you probably know how to deal with problems is physically. And that's the issue. There's too much not caring. There's too much beefing in our community. And it saddens me to the point where I just want to be able to step in and say, hey, there's other ways to discipline your child. There's other ways to get that child to behave besides inflicting pain on them. Now, you might say I'm crazy for this or whatever, but I just don't believe in physically beating your kids. Now, I know when they turn a certain age, you might have to, muscle with them or whatever, and but that's a father situation. And I don't want to, you raise them up well enough, you won't have to do that. But at the same time, there will be confrontations with your children, and that's normal to have confrontations with your kids. But the physical part of it, there's other methods. You don't want to get hit on. You didn't want to get hit on. You said, well, I got whooping, like I said, it was fine. But is it? Are you okay? You have a short temper. Do you feel like it's your way or the highway? You can't get your way. You pout. You might swing. You might, all this type of stuff is from that trauma that slavery put us through. Trauma of seeing the so-called black man get bucked and broken in front of his family. And that makes the woman feel like if you can't handle him, you can't handle me, or whatever. And that's sad. But that's other people's trauma. That's the white man's trauma. That you can feel like you can put your hands on somebody, or you can kill them because they don't do what you say. Who the fuck are you? And I say the same thing to you. Who the fuck are you for whooping a child because they're curious and they want to understand some things about life? Now, you got some bad kids out there, yeah, but are they shown adequate love? Are they shown, affection? Is it okay for the young man to cry without being called a sissy? Is it okay for the young girl to be a young lady without being sassy? Without being, taken after her mom, because her mom don't give a fuck. So the kid grew up not giving a fuck. And that's a cycle we've been repeating for years. I hear people say all the time, I don't give a fuck. I have 0 fucks to give. Well, who cares? Who gonna care? Who's gonna give a fuck? It breaks my heart when I hear people say they don't give a fuck or they don't care. Because there's something you care about in life. Everybody cares about something. And when you can throw out there that you don't give a fuck about this and that, what kind of message that sends? To your kids. When they see mom don't give a fuck. When they see mom, handle her situations physically instead of sitting down and talking, or, reaching alternative methods. Bullies don't mean shit to me. I hate people that bully kids because they can, and it pisses me off because, for one, children are gonna get on your nerve. Children are gonna be curious. Children are gonna do everything they can. Well, they're gonna see how far they can get away with it, and it's up to the parents to instill responsibility and love and care into the person, into their child. I don't want to be a browbeat and just keep going on about this, but we must understand the psychological trauma we've been through. We must understand that pain has been part of us for generations, and it's time for us to say, okay, we get it now. We sit there, we don't give reverence to our ancestors and the pain they went through. Just to feed us. Just to, what I'm saying? Just your lifeline is very important. And you should respect it and appreciate it. If it weren't for them, it wouldn't be no you. So the pain and the trauma they endure, it got passed down to us. So we got to make a conscious decision and say, hey, it stops here. The pain stops here. Beating your children is not the answer. Because that teenager gonna grow up and the first thing he's gonna do is get a gun instead of handling the situation like a man or like a young lady with communication and compassion. These are things that have been missing out of our community for a long time. Compassion for one another, love for one another, light for one another. We're going through so many phases, the black community, we had hip-hop came out as a positive, a vehicle for us to express ourselves, and in around 91, 92, it turned gutter, it turned violent, it turned nasty, it took a vicious turn, and that's still, the gang culture, the violent culture still popular in hip hop music. It's like we can't make good music without killing somebody, or somebody being hoes, or somebody being bitches, and it casts a shadow over our community. I like a hard beat, hard lyric just as much as the next person, but there has to be a point where we say, hey, we raising our kids to this, and they're listening to zero fucks. They're listening to people not give a fuck. It might be that particular person rapping who don't give a fuck, but if he make that type of music, people cling, listen to, it's gonna affect more than just him. It's gonna affect a whole bunch of people. That's why when you go to the frequencies in music, that's why when you go to certain clubs, certain artists come on, shit go off. The club get crazy. And when is it gonna be enough when our generation or our kids say, hey, I don't wanna kill my brother over him stepping on my shoes, over him being in the wrong colored shirt, or the wrong rag. It's time out, man. It's time out for this shit. The whole phase in music, it's got our women looking like, they got to show their ass to get looked at, to be taken seriously or whatever. Don't nobody look at talent no more. They look at who got the fattest ass. They look at who can talk the nastiest. It's like, how gutter can you get? How nasty can you get on a song? It's not cute for a woman to be talking about how good her pussy is, or how good she can suck dick. That applies to our males too. Calling women bitches and whores and stuff. It's not good for our culture. It's not who we are. People come from all areas of the world to get involved in our culture one way or the other. Because we are those people. We are a special people. Don't shit move without us. We make shit hot. And it's time that we take accountability for the music we put out, and just the overall, how we carry ourselves. It's time to return back to, excellence. We are excellent people. We are God's people. And it's time we, exercise that, because I go on social media and you see a woman's ass before you see their face now. The most precious thing for a woman is to not be easy. To not make herself seem easy. Because you're a receiver. You receive. And when you taking in so many bodies, they're leaving a DNA print. That's why when if you call yourself got a side piece, when you get home, you call yourself mad at your main guy. You taking on spirits. You taking on his spirit, his DNA. And this hate for him is being buried in you. So when you get home, you saying fuck you. I don't care. Do what you gonna do. But you don't understand how spirits get transferred through sex. It's time that we take accountability and fuck what everybody say. The energy that we put forth it has to be redirected. We are talented people. We are the most talented people on earth. We can make good music. We can make good hip hop. We can make uh, beautiful songs without everything being so explicit. I understand moods. I get moods. You know, you feeling sexy sometimes. You feeling, you know, I get it. But being downright doggish on a record, you know, are you doing? Is that you, or are you doing it because it sounds good, or you feel that people will like it? The old heads, you know, who put out beautiful music, you know, they made sexy music, but I ain't never see Aretha grinding on the floor. I never seen Natalie Cole twerking on stage because they had talent behind it. And a lot of these sisters and brothers have talent behind it, but they choose to go the cheap route, and that's showing their ass, telling motherfuckers how big their gun is, how many bodies they got. This shit is lame and it's tired. Like I said, there's mood music. I get it. You know, I feel like you know, just spin hard today. I understand that, but how often every song you have is pertaining to killing a nigga, you know, fucking a hoe, doing drugs. Everything is low vibration. Everything is low vibration. When is gonna be some music that uplift our community, that make us feel good about ourselves again? You see people mimic our style, mimic how we dress. Everybody mimic us. What that mean? That means you are leaders. You are global leaders and don't even realize it. So the imprint we leave on people is very important. The imprint we leave on ourselves is very important. I want to bring excellence back. I want to bring pride back. I want to bring love back, light back to our community. I want to see us in a better place, as opposed to our guys showing their ass, our women, you know, grinding on videos. Damn, can we see a genuine, beautiful woman in the video without her twerking, without her, you know, grinding on the fucking ground, sexually gyrating to music? It's all good. Love is love, you know. I get it. You know, like I said, moves have, you know, you feel sexy sometimes, you feel downright gangster sometimes. But does it have to be the whole album? Does it have to be the whole, you know, does it have to be you? Does it have to be everything, you know? When people, I expect these female rappers now to talk about how good they pussy is, and how long their hair is, and, you know, so how long their nails are, and stuff like that. There are a few female rappers that spit knowledge, that spitting, you know, beautiful music, soul music, you know, and they're going notice. They push this stuff on us in our community. The wackest rapper with the most garbage ass lyrics and a good beat can be a top 10 artist in music today. Because that's what they push on us. They want us to kill. They want us to kill ourselves, and, you know, our kids out here being little whores and stuff. They want that. And when we push that stuff on our youth, it's a prison pipeline. These young brothers are mimicking what they hear. They're scared to take an ass whooping because, you know, their favorite rapper, he shoot people. Their favorite rapper rather die, you know, than take a L. So what they do? Now we got a whole community of brothers out here gang banging, fucking over folks, finessing. Why? Why are we doing this upon ourselves? We the only culture, we the only people that do this to each other. It gotta be a time out sometime, man. It gotta be a time we be like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back to the excellence. We're gonna get back to helping each other out. We're gonna get back to supporting each other. When a brother opened a store, they credit him to damn death. They credit him out of business because they know him, they associate with him. So they figure, hey man, I'm gonna let sure that they. Nah, fuck that. You don't go to the regular store and be like you short. You don't go to the Arabs and say you short. They taking money out the hood. They ain't bringing nothing in. And as far as I'm concerned, if an Arab store or a Asian store, operates in the community, I feel like they should put back into the community. We support your whole fucking livelihood, and you can't throw a little money back into the community. White folks make them do it. They have been eating off us for years, and it's time we take initiative and say, hey, you can't operate here unless you support the community, one way or the other. We will shut you down. We won't fuck with you. It has to be a time we take control of our own situation, and I feel like now is the time. They pushing all this shit on us, and we accept it. We'll forget we're loving people, and they know that. They've been studying us for centuries. So they know who we are, and they play it against us. I really don't like spending my money with other groups because they don't appreciate the black dollar. They expect it. You go to an Arab store, they talking black now, but amongst themselves they talk their language. But when they're addressing you, hey brother, what's up going on, man? Hey, oh fuck that. We know why you're here, and we know what you're doing. You sending your money back home. You stacking up money from our money. They make it hard for us to get business loans and start stores and stuff in the neighborhood. But it's time we get right. It's time we take that shit back. Everybody eats off us. That's why they come to America, to eat off us. To eat off us, eat off our culture. One way or another, everybody eats off of us. And goddamn it, it's time that we say, hey, enough is enough. It's time that we say, hey, to operate in this community, you gotta become part of the community. When I say that, I'm speaking, you might have a little annual, back to school giveaway, contributed to the school programs, some that let us know that you appreciate our dollar as opposed to getting it and just fucking running and talking hood talk to us. No, we're not accepting this shit no more. The trauma that has been put on us, we have to ease it. We have to recognize it. We have to be like, hey, this don't feel good to me anymore. All this whole culture going on in our music, it's because the fathers are taken out the house now. You think a father sitting on his porch gonna allow his daughter to twerk in front of him? You think a father in the household gonna allow his daughter to start wearing makeup when she's 12? We have abandoned family. There's no more everybody meeting up at grandma's house and have a cookout. And there's no more of that shit. When my great granny passed, our family don't hook up now until reunions are, and that's been so long. But I'm just saying, when we have to get back to families, man. We have to get back to accountability. The father is the fucking father of the child just as much as you are the mother. You can't take away his birthright. You can't take away his child because you don't agree with him. The system got us so fucked up now that all sisters turn against us. A woman will let her kids stay with everybody but the damn father because she don't agree with him. And what that mean? I don't care what you gonna say. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody gonna protect that child like they father would. But what you do? You shit on the father because you can. Because the system favors women. And if you go to a child support court, what do you see? All black people. You might see a little salt and pepper there, but you see mostly black people. And it's rigged that way. We have to understand these people are pinching off us any way they can. Any possible way they can. Be it taxes, welfare system, any way they can, they're going to pinch off us. They take everything and leave us in fucking projects, and you got to bust your ass to get out of it. So we have been exposed to trauma for years, and it has passed down to us through neglect and fear and hatred for our own people. We have brothers against sisters now on social media. We've been through this shit enough. It's time to say, hey. It's time we say, hey. You my queen. I'm your king. It's time we fuck the chatter, fuck the outside interest, because we all know what it's about. It's about money. And if they can divide us, they can divide the household. Now you got our daughters going into this homo. You got our sons going into this gangsterism, killing folks because there's no father figure in the house. Now you can say, well, I'm a gangster and I had my father around, but was he around? Was he in the house, or was he just around? I'm praying to my brothers and sisters. I mean this with my heart, all sincerity. It's time we stop the drama. It's time we love each other. It's time we keep each other. And understand materialism is shit. You gonna fuck over a man because he having a hard time financially, or you know, the other guy got this and that. So you're gonna trick your whole future in a real love foundation because this guy got more than what he got. That's materialism. It's all a fucking facade, man. All this shit is a facade. There's nothing more better than the father being in the home. I'm telling you, because it balances it. Duality. Sun and the rain. A plant can't grow without the rain or the sun. You have night and day. I didn't mean for this video to be this long, but I want us to recognize trauma and when we see it. You know, emotional trauma, scars, you know. When mom slapped you in front of people, you know, when dad, you know, did something dirty, you know, fucking over the family. We have to understand this is bullshit. This is petty shit. We have sexualized ourselves so much that we can't even be with our woman and go turn on the TV. You got ass popping. You can't go on the channel without it. And our sisters are so much more elegant than that. They talk about their pussy like it ain't nothing. You know how much hell it takes to get to a diamond? You know how much shit you got to go through to get to a diamond? It should be the same way when you get to a woman. When we get to our sisters, it should be the same way. I should have to work and let you know I'm gonna be the man for you. Mutual attraction, yeah. But when we start a family, don't neglect the father, please, because it's hurting our community. It's so important. And I'm just rambling, but I wish you understood how I feel about it, man, because I see so many kids today that lack their attention from their father. I didn't get the attention from my father, and it left a scar on me. You know, I didn't have the male figure in my life besides, you know, family and in the neighborhood I grew up in, which is around, you know, most of the guys, which is a beautiful thing, but it's still, I still didn't have that paternal male in my life. And to this day, I hate it. I miss my father. He has passed on, but his relationship with my mother shouldn't have affected me, and it did, because my mother said she didn't want, he wasn't good for me. But that's my father. You think he gonna allow shit to happen to me like you protect me, he's gonna protect me too. But you'd rather a stranger keep your child. Somebody who ain't got the same love that the father got. We sexualize everything now. And the people that and it's affecting our kids in a major way, and I wish you people could see it. I wish you understand how the dynamic has changed. Boys will be boys, but it's time for us to be men now. Girls will be girls, but it's time for us to be women now. You're the most curvaceous women on earth. Most desirable. But the only thing you think you got going on is how fast you can twerk, how you pop your pussy, how fat your pussy. That's not important. The only pussy popping you should be doing it for your man. I kind of respect the Arabs. I ain't talking about, you know, being in full fatigues and all that, you know, but I kind of respect how they women understand the importance of family. I'm not saying be with a man when he running on you and all that type of stuff. There's situations, I get it, but I'm speaking overall. Beautiful relationships that ended because the mother thought the father wasn't putting in as much work or wasn't as supportive. But have you supported his dreams? When he come to you with a plan, do you look at him like he's crazy? But you'll go get nothing in the next guy's face because he's sitting on rims. And let me tell you, the grass ain't green on the other side. Somebody recently found that out. Grass is not green on the other side just because. And you're not going to be blessed because of the way you left, the way you leave, how you fuck over somebody. Males too. That's not going to be blessed. And I wish people understand that. You can't be blessed inflicting pain on somebody, knowing you inflicting pain on somebody. When you inflict pain on somebody intentionally, that's a debt to pay. You might not think of it, but there's always karma, and there's always trauma from that. When you fuck around on your man, or when you fuck around on your woman or whatever, the emotional scar you leave, it can change that person. It can actually change that person. And do you really want to turn a good girl bad because of your bullshit, because of your trauma? You seeing your daddy stepping out on your mom, so you feel like, you know, that's what a man do? All women are not bitches and hoes. Our men are not gangsters and thugs. We are excellent people, and it's time to return to that. I know I'm not asking for a perfect world. I'm not asking for us to be, suit and tie and married in a wedding ring. I just want us to respect each other and show love to each other and respect your body. Respect your womanhood. Respect your diamond. It's not for the world to see, it's for your man. Brothers, respect your woman. Put her on that pedestal. Make her feel like she's the most beautiful woman in the world. And take care of your family. Take care of your house. One way or the other. It's already rough out here on the brothers. So women, so mothers, sisters, please understand what we go through. Please understand that when we go out the door, we already getting shot at. We already getting looked at from other brothers, from the white man, from we getting attacked every angle. So please be our love and be our light, man. I'm asking, please present the household to a point where I want to come home. That's my rest haven. I don't fuck the streets. I want to be home with my family. That's the joy I see. We have to let this whole culture go and this whole gangster shit go. Because for one thing I know, the so-called gangsters and so-called thug niggas or whatever, them are young guns. That's the military wing. That's our military wing, but they out here turning on each other. We have to understand we are under attack, and we have been under attack. These people will divide us by any means necessary, and that means you killing another brother because he's in a different color shirt, or our women leaving a brother because he lost his job. Please stop destroying the black family. We need it. We got to have it. It makes us better. It makes us stronger. A lot of these kids now, we gotta go to 8 households, to 4 households. We gotta go to our grandma household. We gotta go to our granddad household, and on the other side, we gotta go to our grandma household and father. That's a lot going on, because the brother, he wanted to get out there and play. Our sisters, jumped out there and played because her man won't bring home the bacon like he should. Yeah, we need money, but fuck the money. Money is an illusion. But love conquers all, man. I mean that because I'm living it right now, and I understand. It takes this and it takes that. But if you got the right woman on your side, if you got a woman that motivates you to be the best version of yourself, shit, that man can do anything. If you got a man promoting this woman, supporting her, loving her, being instrumental in her business, being her backbone when somebody get wrong, these are things that we missing, man. We selling each other out for nothing. And now what you got? Because you shitted on a good dude, now you got karma that gonna follow you the rest of your life. Because this brother shitted on a woman and left her with so many kids, he ain't gonna find no peace in his life. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. God do not play. So when you think, when you think it's funny that you shitting on, somebody or that you done broke somebody, you think that's funny? Baby, you're gonna come back. And if that's one of God's people, crowd gonna come back 10 times worse. So fuck the foul shit, man. Fuck the whole shit. Fuck all the gangster shit. Let's go on the other side. Let's see what love feel like. Let's see what love feel like, man. I'm not better than nobody, man. I'm not, shit. Right now I'm going through it myself. But this was on my heart. This message been on my heart before I was born. To get across to my people, man, because I love us. I love who we are. and don't nobody do it like we do it. And I just want us to recognize that we have to do better for our kids, for the culture, man, for us as a people. We always have been excellent, and they always known that. That's why they bombed Tulsa. That's why they try to disrupt everything we do, because they know we're excellent, and we have been led into this game where we just fuck off each other now. There's no love. Ain't no love, man. When I see a black couple been together, man, for years, and they grow, they sitting on the porch watching their kids play in the front yard, man, that shit make me cry, man, because I know it's fading out. I got homeboys who've been with the same woman for 20 plus years. They watching their grandkids grow up. I missed out on that because I was doing the whole shit when I was young. They were taking things serious. Like I hurt, and after that, after I got hurt, hell, I just started hurting women. Unintentionally, but still. So I come to everybody, man, with love and light, man. I'm just asking us as a people, man, to be more mindful of the energy we put out toward each other. Our artists, be more responsible for the energy you put out on these records. Be mindful that, we have youth that's listening to this and they growing up trying to be like, these so-called gangster rappers who ain't really nothing but some boys with their pants hanging off their heads. I respect it. I respect the youth. I respect, they little swag or whatever. But at the same time, do you really want to be showing your ass, bro? Who taught you that? Where'd that come from? That come from prison. No other man wants to see your ass crack, bro, unless y'all running like that. This shit ain't cool, man. Now my generation started, this sag, little space for the nuts, but shit, y'all nigga took it down. Shit, y'all took it too far, man. Let us be mindful, man, of what's going on, man, in these streets, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I just want to give some love and light to my people, man, and try to motivate us to be better, man, because we are those people. They come all across the world to see how we get down, see our culture, witness it firsthand, to be part of it, to get in that energy. They know the energy that we possess. That's why there's other videos I'm gonna talk about this, man, but we have to respect our energy, and keep it, because other people are capitalizing off of it. You got other groups of people capitalizing off our music, capitalizing off of our art. They getting rich, not us. We getting fucked over. It's our art. We have to take ownership of it. Fuck these folks. They want us to send out all these negative frequencies to our kids. Only thing on the radio is negative now. Even DJs think it's cool. I love hip hop in its purest form. And you got all type of genres, genres within hip hop. But we only seem to go toward the gangster, murder music. And it's got its place, no doubt. Like I said, there's moods. But goddamn, man, we have to understand the energy we're putting out toward our kids, man. Just cause you feeling gangster one day and that record come out and you get big, now you got to live up to that image. When the kids see you can't have an off day. So when the kids see you out, you know what I'm saying, you can't be feeling emotions that day. You still got to be a gangster. And these niggas checking each other, man. These kids are actually dying over music. And who you think behind it? I just want the best for us, man, because I know we're beautiful people and I know who we are and I know what we've been through, and it's time to flip this trauma. It's time for us to love again, man. I ain't want to get on here and I didn't want to get on here and do this type of shit, but it was on my heart, man. It was placed on my heart, man. I don't want to sound like I'm, preaching or trying to correct everybody. I just want our people to return to excellence. And it, like I said, you're gonna have some days you feel like, twerking or you feel like listening to some gangster music. Okay. But our whole culture don't have to revolve around the whole culture and the gangster. We're not that. We're beautiful people. Excellent. We're gonna bring back our beautiful young teens being black debutantes and teaching them, how to conduct themselves, and for young men how to conduct themselves. It's time for that, man. Be mindful of the energy. The vampire's trying to take our energy and put us in a situation where we our own thing we listen to is a certain type of music or a certain type of visuals. I don't mean to ruffle no feathers. I don't mean to preach. I just had a desire for us to be who we are, our higher selves, and stop operating on this low vibration, man. Because when we stand up, everybody gonna bow down. And that's just the real, That's take a look. You got people, you got other countries, goddamn, that they think hip hop dead. You can't go to Tokyo or China with Tokyo without seeing hip hop heads. Britain, all these countries, they're watching us. They want to be like us. So I think it's time, man, that we, I think it's time we tighten our belt, man, and love again. Show them it's a different side of us. Show them the black side that love, they got family intact, and, fuck all this single parent shit, man. I'm old, man. I'm getting up there, but I still have a dream for our kids, man. I still want to see happy young girls and happy young men being the best they can, without goddamn going to a store and getting your pocket checked, or robbing each other, or shooting each other because some bullshit. When you pull that trigger, man, you can't bring it back. Remember that. You can't bring that shit back, man. So I implore all my brothers and sisters to just do better, man. I ain't saying everybody fucked up. I know it's just music or whatever, but I understand. But what it's doing to us as a whole, the trauma that we have endured is showing its ugly head through a lot of the shit we listen to, through a lot of through a lot of cultural things. The arts are ours, so let's bring them back. Let's take it back. Let's bring back beautiful music, man. This minute music shit is, it's time for us to make, that soul music that we've been up on, that we raised up on, man. Times have changed, I get it, but love ain't. Love each other. Maintain each other. Look out for each other and support each other. I shouldn't have to go get support from another group of people when I have a whole community behind me. I shouldn't have to goddamn go to another area of the town to get support when I got a whole side of people, whole side of town I'm from that know me but won't support me in whatever I'm trying to do. That's all, man. I just wanted to. I was just feeling like, saying some shit today. Like I said, this was put on my heart. It wasn't like, I'm this preacher, and then I just want us to do better, man, and show love to each other, because we need it now, man, more than ever. Look at our kids, man. So I hope y'all enjoy my rant. And there'll be more topics to get in, to dive into, but I just wanted to get this off my chest, man. I pray that everybody receive it in love and life. And I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. One. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.